Hello gin lovers and welcome back to No Nonsense Gin Reviews with me, Bobby Freeman, where today it is the third instalment of my Australian gin special series. And today we're going to be featuring this little fella, a rather elegant looking chap, which is called the Melbourne Gin Company Dry Gin. Now then, it doesn't give too much away by the bottle, this one, does it? It's rather sort of understated. So I think we'll just jump right in and see what they say about it on their website. And of course we are continuing the theme of the Australian accent, so here goes. 11 botanicals, both locally and exotic, are each individually extracted, distilled and then blended to create a well-rounded, smooth and slightly surprising gin. Building on the classic foundations of juniper berries and coriander seed, the grapefruit peel and rosemary hail from the garden of Gembrook Hill Vineyard in the Yarra Valley where the gin is made. The other locals are macadamia sandalwood, honey lemon myrtle and organic navel orange. Bringing Melbourne's cosmopolitan flavour to the mix are the exotics, angelica root, orris root and cassia bark. We hope you enjoy this unexpected mix of classic and contemporary, local and exotic, a Melbourne Dry Gin. Right, enough fanning about, let's get some in the glass, shall we? And of course I know that you have all spotted what is here in the top of the bottle. That is a cork, my friends, so we know what that means. It is the Australian cork test, so here we go. Put it by the microphone. Whoops, whacked it on the table there, never mind. Has it got a squeak? Absolutely no squeak at all. It's a very smooth turning motion in there, very good. Anyway, let's go for the full pour. Oh, it's a bloody brilliant pour. I like that. Quite a sort of deep, resonant and bassy pour. Excellent work on the cork test, my Melbourne friends. And straight away, I'm getting a little bit of aromas seeping out of the bottle, but we like to sniff it in the glass now, of course. So get it in there. Oh dear, slightly dirty pour. One little drop on there, but never mind. I shall take care of it thusly. Right, let's have a little sniff of the bugger, shall we? So, holy sh**. Whoa! I'm tempted to say the word wowzers. I don't know. Where did they used to say that? Was that Scooby-Doo? I don't know. But anyway, I haven't said it since the 1980s, but it seemed like the perfect word now, and I'll tell you for why. That, my friend, I'll drop the Australian accent for a second. That, my friends, good Lord, it's like a veritable great big uppercut to the nostrils, but a kind of a sort of an enjoyable one, if you can imagine such a thing, because whoa, I've never in my history of making this gin program have I smelt anything as powerful as that. That, you know, I've said millions of times before, I think it's a bit pretentious to stand around sniffing the gin, but good Lord above, wow, it's kind of just bursting with sort of fruitiness, but kind of sort of heavy and strong and sort of confident fruitiness. But it's in equal measures with like sort of a beautiful sharp spiciness as well. And I don't. What were these? A lot of these ingredients in there, I forget what they were. There was something like all this lemon myrtle, macadamia sandalwood, honey lemon myrtle. So this lemon myrtle thing seems only to be in the Australian gins. An organic navel orange. I presume that's just an orange, but good God, I think their oranges must be a lot more potent than they are over here. But it's really floral as well, but like a sweet floraliness. Anyway, look, as beautiful as that smell is, I'm not going to smell it all day because we need to get some of this in the mouth, my friends. So let's marry it up with the tonic. And I'm kind of using less and less tonic these days. I'm kind of just sort of about half and half, I think. I used to like it sort of with quite a lot of tonic in, but I'm kind of so a lot of people say I should drink it neat, but I never really enjoy it. So I'm find that this is the best way to release those flavours and get the absolute maximum out of the gin. So my friends, here we go. The Melbourne Gin Company, that's right, isn't it? The Melbourne Gin Company's Dry Gin. Cheers. Oh my God! Oh God in heaven! Good Mary, Jesus, and there's a lot of blasphemy here, isn't it? But I'm not a religious man, as you can tell. That, my friends, is hang on. That is truly and utterly delightful. It is. I've never felt so many flavours in one go and in such abundance, but in perfect harmony and balanced. like I say, it's just like it smells. That the smell gave you everything in the sort of nasal capacity that the taste gives you in the, taste capacity, for want of a better phrase. It is incredible. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's a perfect sort of measure of sweetness, but it's also a kind of a beautiful bitteriness, but only tiny amount, but it offsets that sweetness so it doesn't become powerful in one way or another. But you've also got this beautiful sort of spiciness running through it, and floral notes. You've got imagine every flavour you can put in a gin, every flavour that you can possibly have, combine everything I've got here, put all together, but just absolutely tweaked and tuned expertly to make a symphony, an absolute symphony of flavours. Do you know what? I've had good old Craig Stowers obviously sent me these, I've said before, sent me these Australian gins. He sent me the Billy Goats one, which I did last time, and then the Ink one, which I enjoyed this Ink one very, very much. But I left this one to last, probably because it looked a little bit more boring, to be honest. I'm always swayed by the packaging, as I say. I mean, look at that, for goodness sake. That's going to entice anyone, isn't it? The old Ink gin there. But this... That sort of rather sort of dour and sort of slightly sort of mundane exterior belies absolute magic. Absolute magic. Honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb here. That is possibly the best gin I've ever tasted. And that is quite a thing, because as you can see, my kitchen is overflowing with gins. Let me have another go. Holy cow. Do you know, I am going to try this neat because it's so extraordinary. And I apologise again for drinking out the bottle, but, you know, it's from Australia, and I imagine do people drink out the bottle in Australia? I don't know. I feel like I'm digging myself into a kind of offensive, slightly sort of xenophobic hole. So I will leap out of it immediately and just try this gin. Hang on a second. Good Lord. Yeah. You're going to get a more concentrated version of all those flavours, but it's actually... There's almost a kind of a sort of a smooth, tiny essence of carameliness about it as well. So it brings even more depth to something which I imagine having any more depth at all. But I think I definitely prefer it with the tonic. I always think the tonic just releases those flavours more than they would do having it neat. I find it a little bit harsh. But good God, my friends, if ever I was to advise you to try a gin, get this one. But the sad thing is, I don't know if it's available. I don't know if it's I probably should have researched this. I don't know if it's available around the world. But if there's any chance of getting hold of this, I recommend you do it. I've blathered on a lot about this, but seriously, this is awesome. Now, price-wise, not too bad at all. I mean, again, I think it's only available in Australia, but if you're over there, it's 70 Australian dollars, which is about 35 pounds, 46 US dollars, and 42 euros. But as I said before, this is kind of a hollow victory, this one, because it's so nice. I don't think I'm going to get it unless I go to Australia, unless I order it from Australia and pay an absolute fortune. However, if you, my subscribers, are either in Australia, then definitely go out and get it immediately. Otherwise, if you find yourself visiting Australia, then my top tip today is to get take an empty suitcase and fill it to the brim with this stuff, because good Lord, this is probably my gin of the year. Admittedly, it's only January 31st at the time of recording, but I predict it will still be my gin of the year at the end of this year. It is awesome, my friends, and thank you so much to Craig Sowers for sending it to me. You are a gentleman, Craig, and I salute you, sir. So guys, that is me done for another day. I'm a little bit sad that I've only got one bottle of this, but I shall treasure it greatly and ration it out to make it last as long as I possibly can. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video and press the little bell icon so you get notified when all my videos come out. And I shall see you all next time on No Nonsense Gin Reviews, where I shall be Bobby Freeman. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.